Ngayon po naman, meron pong pinagdiriwang mula nung Lunes, no?
Yes.
Naging bagyo lang. Dapat may flag ceremony po sa Luneta Grandstand, no? Sa doon sa monumento ni God to Rizal.
Yes.
Bagyo nung Lunes
Opo.
Pero sa ngayon po ay pinaka last day, Miss Kay.
Yun nga po, meron tayong ipapalabas na video presentation bilang bahagi ng pagdiriwang ng
ika-125th founding anniversary ng Department of Justice.
Narito po ang nilalaman ng mensahe ng ating Chief Public Attorney.
For the needy and the poor, justice for all, our mission in the fore. Public attorneys, legal defenders.
Section 11, Article 3 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution details the guarantee of both the basic human right and a means to protect other universally recognized human rights, that is, access to justice. It states that free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. Thus, the establishment of the Public Attorney's Office, which is now enabled by its own law, Republic Act No. 9406 or the PAO Law. The law directs the PAO as the principal law office of the government to represent free of charge indigents and other persons qualified for legal assistance in all civil, criminal, labor, administrative, and other quasi-judicial cases in furtherance of justice. Section 2 of the PAO Law likewise provides that the PAO shall be an independent and autonomous office attached to the Department of Justice for the purpose of policy and program coordination. Nonetheless, in the exigency of the service, the PAO may be called upon by the proper government authorities to render such service to other persons, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations. The other persons referred to include non-indigents who have a case or cases which entail national interest and security, and such other urgent cases that may need immediate action to avoid injustice. It also includes cases referred by other government agencies in the exigency of the service, those covered by a memorandum of agreement or understanding between the PAO and another government office or non-government organization, and cases covered by special laws wherein the PAO was mandated to assist. Generally, the prospective clients of PAO are expected to qualify with its merit and indigency requirements. A case shall be considered meritorious if an assessment of the law and evidence on hand discloses that the legal services of the office will assist, be in aid of, or be in furtherance of justice, taking into consideration the interest of the parties and those of the society. In such cases, the public attorney should agree to represent the party concerned. On the other hand, a case is deemed unmeritorious if it appears that it has no chance of success and is intended merely to harass or injure the opposite party or to work oppression or wrong. In such situations, the public attorney must decline the case. However, if the indigent client is the defendant or respondent in a civil or administrative case already filed in any court or quasi-judicial agency, notwithstanding the determination as to the merit of the case, the public attorney shall still represent or extend legal assistance to the client given the immediacy of the concern or the necessity to protect the client's rights. As to the indigency test, starting January 4, 2022, the following is the PAO's income threshold. If residing in cities or municipalities within the National Capital Region or NCR, persons whose individual net income does not exceed 24,000 pesos a month. If residing in other cities outside the NCR, persons whose individual net income does not exceed 22,000 pesos a month, and if residing in municipalities outside the NCR, persons whose individual net income does not exceed 20,000 pesos a month. The term income shall not include the pension received by the retirees. The term net income shall likewise be understood to refer to the basic income of the litigant, less statutory and authorized deductions. For purposes of indigency, the ownership of land shall not per se constitute a ground for disqualification of an applicant for free legal assistance, In view of the ruling in Juan Enaje versus Victorio Ramos et al., that the determinative factor for indigency is the income of the litigant and not the latter's ownership of real property. Since 1996, the PAO Central Office is located at the DOJ Agencies Building, Nia Road, corner East Avenue, Diliman, Quezon City, which will soon change with the ongoing construction of the new PAO Central Office building along Commonwealth Avenue, Quezon City. As of August 15, 2022, the PAO has 17 regional offices, 343 district offices, 5 sub-district offices, 2 regional special and appealed cases units located in Cagayan de Oro City and Cebu City, and 2 satellite offices. Most of these offices are situated at the halls of justice of local government units, along with the courts and other offices involved in the administration of justice. Currently, the PAO is manned by 2,397 proficient and well-trained public attorneys and 1,006 support personnel to deliver prompt, adequate, and competent legal services to its indigent and other qualified clients. The PAO's basic services include judicial and quasi-judicial services, cover legal representation of the PAO in civil, criminal, administrative, labor, and other quasi-judicial cases that comprise of litigation service, pleading practice, and all other incidentals necessary to handle a case. It also includes the mediation service and investigatory function of the PAO pursuant to Republic Act No. 9745 or the Anti-Torture Act of 2009. Non-judicial services cover instant services that include legal advice and counseling, and documentation and administration of oaths, and outreach activities, which include assistance to persons undergoing police interrogation or persons under detention and inquest proceedings, jail visitation, and legal information dissemination and outreach programs. In the year 2020, during the height of the pandemic, the PAO was able to handle 752,196 cases and assist 6,687,630 clients despite the stringent restriction on mobility and access to offices and the closure of establishments and institutions for many months. Certainly, the PAO had been operational during such period, and our phone lines as usual were open 24/7, and all our public attorneys were directed to be on call to address critical work and urgent cases that must be attended to. A year after, or just last year, 2021, it readily ballooned to 787,124 cases and 9,707,274 clients, even though mobility of persons were still restricted in most places. We likewise extended our services by conducting our now growing online platform #Pala, Persida-Acosta's legal advice, that reaches thousands of viewers through Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Aired every Friday at 1:30 p.m., #Pala is an online legal counseling and legal information dissemination program that is broadcasted live and posted on the official Facebook page of the Chief Public Attorney, Dr. Persida V.Rueda-Acosta, DSD, and also uploaded to Chief Acosta's YouTube channel, which allows her to directly interact with clients and render legal advice on queries sent by followers or viewers, and legal opinion and teachings on day-to-day legal concerns typically encountered by the general population. It transcends physical barriers in delivering legal services, building a virtual bridge that connects the different parts of our country and of the world to the PAO, and reaches out to a greater number of people coming from all walks of life. By 2023, the Public Attorney's Office envisions itself to be composed of highly motivated, effective, and empowered public servants, consistently responsive to the ever-growing legal needs of the indigents and other qualified persons, utilizing modern facilities, information technology systems, and tools needed for efficient delivery of free legal aid services to promote access to justice, truth, and peace. We are currently ISO 2015 certified and has an unqualified rating from the Commission on Audit. Accountability and responsibility is certainly paramount in the continued service of the PAO. Thus, it has been a priority of this agency to hone and train its lawyers and staff with necessary skills to further enable them to serve our clientele. The PAO sees to it that its lawyers are adept with the most comprehensive and recent developments in the field of law by conducting through initiative the mandatory Continuing Legal Education Accredited National Convention of Public Attorneys. This year, the PAO will conduct its 7th National Convention of Public Attorneys. Even the PAO staff receive capability building training, usually conducted a year or less after the lawyers' convention. With its growing numbers and with the trust it had gained over the years, the PAO is thus looking forward to strengthening its established mechanisms and widening its horizon by integrating its best practices into a setup that will enable mentoring among its lawyers interregionally. After all, its contribution to the enrichment of Philippine jurisprudence and other facets of the law through the lenses utilized in the discharge of its mandate are by itself treasures, necessitating due transfer and succession to the future lawyers and staff that shall comprise the Public Attorney's Office. The new PAO Central Office building, which is an edifice embodying this aspiration, is now being erected in Commonwealth Avenue, Quezon City. Once completed, it will house the Central Office and the NCR, Calabarzon, and Mimaropa regional offices, as well as a forensic laboratory, moot court, and other facilities aimed at enhancing the capability of the office to fulfill its noble mandate of providing free legal services to its indigent and other qualified clients. Indeed, it is a dream coming into reality through the vision, hard work, integrity in action, and perseverance of no less than the Chief Public Attorney, Dr. Persida V.Rueda-Acosta, DSD. With her at the helm and with the support of the formidable public attorneys who are now more than 2,000 strong, the PAO as an institution, true to its mandate, will remain an institution of integrity and justice.
Para po sa ating kagalang-galang at minamahal na Ama ng Kagawaran ng Katarungan, at sa lahat ng mga kasama at kawani para sa katarungan, isa pong maalab na pagbati. Happy Anniversary, Department of Justice! Ang pagiging matatag ay napakahalaga upang maitaguyod ang ating mga pangarap. Kasama na rito ang pagkakaroon ng tungtungan ng mga alituntuning nais nating ipatupad at maging ang mga pangaraping nais nating makamtan. At sa higit na 12 kalahating dekada ng ating pananatili ng sulok ng katarungan at pagsasaabot kamay nito para sa lahat ng mamamayan. Asahan ninyong ang tanggapan ng manananggol pambayan o Public Attorney's Office o PAO ay tutupad sa mandato nito na umaalalay, gumagabay at nagbibigay tulong na legal sa lahat ng kwalipikadong tao sang-ayon po sa Republic Act number 9406 o PAOLO. The full trust and confidence that the people is now giving to this agency. We are humbled that, indeed, the PAO is a prime institution which renders dedicated, efficient, and effective service to the downtrodden, oppressed, and the needy. Tunay namang marami po sa ating mga kababayan ang patuloy na nangangailangan ng libreng serbisyo legal. At hindi ito natatapos hanggat dumarami ang populasyon, sapagkat marami rin po ang lumalabag sa batas. Kaakibat ng pagkakaiba-iba ng paniniwala, pag-uugali at paraan ng pakikisalamuha. Precisely, this is why the Department of Justice exists. This is also why the PAO exists. And in that determined need, we are all called upon to discharge our duties competently, professionally, honestly, and prudently at all times. Utang po natin sa mga tao at sa kanilang pangangailangan ang ating pagkakatatag at pananatili. Hindi na dapat kailanganin ang pagpuna pa para tayo po'y gumanap ng ating mga sinumpaang tungkulin. Hindi na dapat tayo'y kalampagin pa para tayo'y magserbisyo ng tama. Tayo ay para sa katarungan, pagkakapantay-pantay, kaya dapat tayo ay may kusa. We are one of the virtual pillars of justice. As thus be a true reflection of justice and truth. Let the 125 years be a legacy which brings forth progress and economic recovery in this country and society for the better despite the worst. Let us just be true to our calling to serve justice and with justice to the people in our beloved country. Ang pagkakaisa po ng lahat ng ahensya ng pamahalaan sa kagawaran ng katarungan ay napakahalaga para makamit ang minimithing tagumpay at pagkakaisa ng ating bayan. At gaya ng lahat ng tagumpay, nagsisimula ito sa pagganap natin ng ating sinumpang tungkulin ng may buong katapatan. Walang halong pag-iimbot ni personal na interes bilang isang huwarang kawani ng pamahalaan at magigiting na mamamayan ng ating mahal na inang bayan. At para sa lahat ng mamamayan, kayo po ay makakaasa sa PAO na makakadaupang palad ng DOJ para sa pagkamit ng naayong katarungan at katotohanan para sa lahat. Ang batas ay tiyak naming gagamiting sandata at kalasag. The PAO will always be in the right side of the law. The PAO will always be for justice. The PAO is proud to coordinate with the Department of Justice as it had consistently done since its creation in seeking what is just, what is right for every person in this society. Sa pagkamit po natin ng katarungan at mga mabuting adikain, kami po ay mananatiling maninindigan para sa inyo, mga kababayan. Isang mapagpalang araw sa inyo. Mabuhay po ang DOJ, mabuhay ang PAO, mabuhay po tayong lahat. May God bless us all.
Mangunguna, makakasama sa misyong pangarap ng masa. Walang uurong maiiwan, lahat tayo ay sasagana.
Halina at magkaisa na, kapit kamay tayo, lahat na mamahalin.
Bayan na kay handa, hanggang wakas ay sama-sama. Pilipinas, Pilipinas, isulong magandang bukas. Kahirapan ay magwawakas upang kaunlaray malasap. Pilipinas, isulong ang magandang bukas.
Palakpakan natin ang pagdalo ni Chief Public Attorney Persida Acosta.
Magandang bukas!